Welcome back to Grace Lutheran Preschool Storytime, Following with Puppet Show, Following with Arts and Crafts by Ms. Lisa. This morning, Ms. Faye brought you a special story and a special friend, hi there, and his special best friend, Urf, Urf. The story is called Grandfather Twilight. Grandfather Twilight is one of my favorite books. It's different. So this morning, Miss Faye will tell you with her words what's happening as I show you the pictures. But first, I would like to introduce you to my favorite grandfather of all times, Grandfather Twilight. Good morning, Grandfather Twilight. Welcome to our preschool story time.
Why, thank you, Miss Faye. I am so happy to be here.
Grandfather Twilight, I know you're old. When I grew up in the mountains, my grandmother used to tell me the story about you then, and all the children learned the special secret of who you are. Just how old are you?
Miss Faye and children, I am as old as the beginning of time.
Wow, I think that's more than we can count.
Yes, it is. But I never mind being old. I have a special job to do.
I know you do. You are very special, and I'm not going to tell the children anymore. So who is your little guy here?
This is my favorite pal. His name is Chance, because by chance he ended up as a puppy on my doorstep. Somebody left him there, and I took him in, and he is my best friend. We have another little animal, a cat, and her name is Precious. Somebody left her on my doorstep, and I saw her and I said, "Aren't you precious?" So that's my home. It's me, Chance, and my cat, Precious. All right, Mr. Twilight, Grandfather, I'm going to let you pick something that I know is very special to you, that makes you special. Could you do it and start the children knowing what our book is? I'd be glad to.
Grandfather has a special chest, and in it is special pearls. They're magic pearls. And he is going to pick one out. He has it in his hand, and then we're going to start our story. Grandfather Twilight, thank you for visiting with us. Thank you, Chance. Urf. Aw. I'm going to let you come and sit down here beside me now while I tell the children why you're so special.
Thank you, Miss Faye. Thank you, children. It's been a pleasure. Remember me, Grandfather Twilight.
All right, I'm going to put you down right here, and Chance beside you, and your special case of special pearls. And our story starts. Grandfather Twilight, and it was wrote by Barbara Berger. And it doesn't say who did the pictures because they are magical. Grandfather Twilight lives among the trees, deep in the woods. When day is done, he closes his book, combs his beard,
and puts on his jacket with his little dog, Chance. He opens a wooden chest that is filled with magical, endless strands of pearls. He lifts the strands, takes one pearl, just like Grandfather Twilight did, from the chest and closes it again. Then, holding the pearl in his hand, Grandfather Twilight goes for a walk with his dog, Chance. As they walk through the deep, dark woods, the pearl grows larger with every step because it's magical. Leaves in the trees begin to whisper, and little birds hush. As he goes, he gets faster and faster and faster with his dog, Chance. Pretty soon, they're coming to the edge of the woods, and in his hand is his magical pearl, and he's looking at it, and it's grown larger. And Grandfather does something special. And then he turns around and he starts back home again with his dog, Chance. He gets ready for bed. He pats Chance on the head. And he goes to sleep in his wonderful, wonderful home in the dark, dark woods. And on top of his bed is sitting his cat, Little Precious. And then she and Chance curl up together in the bed and they say, "Good night." Now, I didn't tell you in the book what special thing Grandfather Twilight did with that pearl, because that is what makes him forever, ever special. And every month, Grandfather Twilight has a job to do. And I'm going to show you what it is now. And this month, it will happen on the 27th of February, which is not this weekend coming on Saturday, but next weekend on Saturday. And every month after that, every month it will have something in the month that Grandfather Twilight does that's magical, that he's done since the beginning of time when God created our world. So now let me show you what it was. Hit those lights. Grandfather Twilight does something special once a month. And that special thing is he makes the moon, the full moon, every month from that magical pearl. He has the full moon. He puts the pearl up into the air, and the full moon appears in the sky. So, every month now, when you look up and you see the full moon, think about Grandfather Twilight and his dog, Chance. That's our story.
And we wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay tuned for the puppet show now called Owl Moon. Grandfather Twilight wishes you well.